will be premiering at the NCAA Final Four in Seattle in December. Here's the start of set number 2. Good serve by Jordan. Great pass by Japan. Nice dig in the back row by Jenna Haglund. Another block for the U.S. Too tight of a set, and still the Japanese setters are not connecting with their hitters, and that's something that is going to need to be fixed if Japan wants to have a chance at all tonight. We really saw the Japanese resilience last night. Stuff block once again for that USA front row. Kirsty Jackson and Nicole Fawcett. Pretty good jump serve, but a great pass for Japan. That's more like it from Japan. And then a tool kill. And I like that aggressive swing right after you get blocked. You continue to be aggressive and go after it, because that's the only way you're going to get kills against this U.S. team. Quick set to the right side. Nice swing down the line. We've seen Nicole going hard ankle. This time she goes down the line. Swing from the outside for Japan. Goes around the block and out of bounds. Another point for the USA. Talked about Japan's resiliency. Last night, Japan was up big time, 23-17 in set number 2. The U.S. came back to win that one on a 9-1 run. I thought Japan could have just given up, but they came back to dominate set 3 before the USA took a hard-fought set 4. So both of these teams proving last night, one right after the other, that neither will give up at any point. The set's never over. The match is never over. It's the great thing about volleyball. No matter how much you lose by in one set. Meanwhile, the first stuff block of the night for Japan. That's Yukiko Ebata on the outside. Kanako Hirai in the middle, getting over there to help out. As I was saying, the cool thing about volleyball, even if you lose by 10 points in set 1, as Japan did tonight, it goes right back to 0-0 in the next set. Deep floater. Perfect, well, not perfect. Chasing Haglund to the right side with that pass. Big rip. What a diving left arm stab from Jordan Larson. To the back row. Saudi, well-placed tip at about the 5-foot line. Japan has the lead at 4-3. Jump floater. Pass right on top of the net. Nice save by Jenna Haglund, and then a lift called on Kim Hill. The referee said that ball spent a little too much time on the closed fist of Kim Hill. Once again with Jenna Haglund, not quite connecting, but she found a good place on the floor. She couldn't get a full swing on it, but good spot for the kill by Peo. What a rip by Nicole Fawcett. Good pass for Japan after the ball tipped the net. And then the kill on the right side by Ishii. Got a tweet here from Rembo Lee. What's up, Rembo? Rembo says, get a velocity on Fawcett's kill. Boy, her serve, too. I'd love to see a velocity. There we go. That's the next thing we need, somebody with a speed gun all over the place. Thanks for that tweet, Rembo. Meanwhile, a service error for Japan. Japan 6, USA 5 here in set number 2. The U.S. handily took set number 1. They were up 13-2, ended up winning it 25-15. Kim Hill, that float serve would have been very difficult to pass if it didn't tip the net, but it did. Nice dig from Kim in the back row. Outside to the Gov. In the back row, Saudi That ball was headed right for that deep angle cross-body swing from Saori Kimura. She got the kill. Deep float, a nice pass by Kim. Good decision. That one was landing in. And a big time swing from the Gov. So I got a tweet last night about why is Jordan Larson's nickname the Gov? Well, I talked to Lauren Paulini, Peo, last night after the match, and she said, Peo serving right now, by the way. Good serve, not a good pass. The ball's kept alive. 2 slides in a row. Both of them are dug. Big time block for Japan, but a great cover by Peo. What a diving stab after that ball hits the net. And again, Saori Kimura with the big swing. We have reached technical timeout number 1. It's set number 2. So, Peo says that the Gov's nickname comes from the brother of Feluca Akmanradua. Feluca is an Olympian for the American team. She's not on this. She wasn't on any of the rosters for the USA Volleyball Cup tonight, as a lot of the Olympians weren't. They're taking a break this summer. But Feluca's brother decided that since Jordan Larson is so popular, it seems like wherever Feluca's brother went, everybody knew, when they were all together, everybody knew who Jordan Larson was. So he decided to call her the governor of Nebraska, and that was shortened to the Gov, and that's her nickname. Peo says not everybody calls her that, but it hangs around, especially when Feluca is around, so that's the Gov. Peo's nickname came from people thinking her last name was pronounced Paolini. It's actually Paulini, but it took too long for people to figure that out, so Peo sort of stuck. Japan serving. Low pass for the U.S. Not bad, though. Kirsty Jackson, a nice swing. And what a great set from Jenna Haglund. That is not an easy ball to set. That is so low. She was almost on her knees to enable herself to set that ball with her hands. Good pass from Japan. High set to the outside and a stuffed block for the USA. There's a big difference between the setting in these two teams, and you know what? I'm gonna see if you're thinking the same thing I am. One big time difference between the setting between Japan and the USA, and I would love for you to tweet me right now if you think you know the difference I'm thinking of. Shoot me a tweet at BroadcastMark, and I'll get back to that answer in a few minutes. Kimura, roll shot, dug. Bump set to the left side, stuff block for Japan, but a cover, and it goes right back over the net. And taking care of it is Iwasaka, Nana Iwasaka. Much more competitive set number 2. It's fun to see. Good pass for the USA and Jordan Larson, the Gov. And then another aggressive swing from Nicole Fawcett. Boy, that is really good to see from Nicole. Big time swinger. I got the text about, or the tweet about, can we see her velocity? I'd love to see that because she is just ripping the ball right now. Jumper coming from Jordan. Great pass. Really good deep angle swing from the back row. Serve goes wide from Japan. That's point USA. We're all tied up at 10 apiece here at the USA Volleyball Cup. Not a great pass. Japanese setter electing to bump set that one high to the outside. It's a pretty good set. The dig for the U.S. That set to Paulini was a little low rather than high. Good dig from Kirsty Jackson. Nice kill from Ishii. Deep float serve. Good call by the Americans. Jordan and Kim were both yelling out, out, out on that one. Good decision to let that one go out of bounds. We got French fries on the board. It's 11-11 here in set number 2. Jumper from Nicole. That one will trickle over and get to the ground. My goodness. There's nothing you can do about that one if you're the Japanese team. The setter. Yeah, the setter was ready for that one. It was going to hit the net, trickle over, but it trickled all the way along the net, ended up falling on the ground. That's pretty much impossible to pass. That one tips the net and goes a little bit farther. That one's passable. And another stuff block, Kim Hill and Lauren Paulini. Big time serve, but a great pass for Japan. Perfect dig by the Gov. Well, maybe a little bit too tight. Pretty darn good, though. There's a perfect dig from Japan and Saori Kimura. Overpass, and that's going to be a point Japan on the mistake by Peo. And I've got multiple tweets here about the question I just asked, which was, what is the difference between the setting of the Japan team and the USA team? I'll get to those during the second technical timeout. Keep tweeting me, everybody. Big time swing in the meantime from Kelly Murphy. Murphy and Courtney Thompson are back out there doing that double sub. Kim Hill is the server. Pretty good pass on a tough float serve. The American block did touch that. They touched that one too, and Japan's not going to touch it. Peo and Kelly Murphy with the block. (15-12). We're 1 point away from that second technical timeout. Good pass on a tough float serve. Dump attempt recognized by Peo. The swing for the timeout. It'll get to the ground. That's the Gov, Jordan Larson Burback. And after a rough, well, not really a rough start, it was a very competitive start. Teams were right with each other.